What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to do a little review of the 10K final table. So let's get started. Here, ace nine suited open, and we have a flat call from ace queen suited.
What strategy are we doing? SCP on the flop?
Well, honestly, I'm kind of surprised that ace queen suited didn't three bet, but understandable given like all like kind of the short stack. Like the blind is 50, which means 100 is two. That's like 18 big blinds, right? So that's 18. That's what, like 24. So he has like 50. So 50 big blind effective, I think, yeah, calling is probably pretty good. So
Can
here,
we solve his nine hand?
uh,
4 4 4?
huh? You want to see it?
Oh no, I want post flop. Is he
Uh,
supposed to bet it?
you mean on the flop?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say out of position is probably checking very heavily here. And then this guy is covered, right? And then he has a showdown hand, kind of, right? Although he gets called by worse aces. So let's see.
Yeah, but his hand doesn't really want to get check raised.
Oh, his queen is a check, I agree. But ace nine, I think like b6 is okay. And you play like one sizing strategy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The problem is um this other guy's gonna continue pretty wide. He's gonna have lots of pocket pairs that flat there. So
Sort of, yes.
So
right,
this guy is
he this
60.
deep he should even be maybe even flatting queens and kings at some frequency.
All right. So let's see if we can find a similar scenario. So we got 24, 18. This is 10 big blinds. This is 30 big blinds. So there's one short stack. No, there's two short stacks. So that's what,
There-
14?
yeah, there's like
Library isn't big enough to like watch it stacks. And you just find a similar sim. But like in my experience, wizard final table library is very small.
So we've got average is pretty low.
But
Uh, we need like two shorties, right? Like a five,
average is high.
a 10, and a 15. 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15. 10, 15, that's it. And then we have under the gun open and then strategy from the hijack. Think that's gonna be
yeah,
good, right?
No, it's inverted.
except you also need the under the gun guy to cover the hijack.
Yes.
That's another element that's gonna make him flat stronger hands.
Okay. Well, say
But
if he
like you can
was
see,
say if he was covered, right? If he was covered in this model, uh when the hijack covers, this is the strategy. And now we want one where the imposition is covered, right? So a big stack early, and then maybe this one. This one doesn't have those short stacks. Okay, so this one, 35. They're all covering him. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Under the gun one, 45 big blind, and then hijack has 40 big blind. That's a,
yeah,
but we can see like this part of the deck is very, very like call heavy, right?
yeah,
So
and because he's flatting, like you look, pocket kings is primarily flatting there when it's covered. So
yeah.
like his range is going to be really protected here. So it's not going to lead ace nine to want to bet very often.
All right.
Okay.
So, payout structure, we're gonna choose an unknown tournament. 10K, do we have a 10K here? 10K here, right here. WSOP main event should be very similar. Okay, and then,
No, this is much more steep.
huh?
Okay, let's do it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's range
yeah,
check.
I don't know why you guys make me like, okay, no, I understand. It's right, it's right. Okay, so range check. This guy here is gonna be betting half of the time,
Yeah,
50-50. That's kind of what I had in mind for his strategy. He gets called by worst aces, right?
yeah, but you can see like ace queen of clubs wants to bet, but all the other ace queens don't want to bet because they don't want to get check raised here because they're winning and they don't want to have to fold.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but the way I see this, I feel like the best ace is betting more often, and then the worse the kicker, kind of the less you bet, right? So that's
Uh,
kind of my
no,
idea. You'd say no, Pete? What pattern do you see?
no. Like if you take a look, ace eight is betting more than ace queen and ace 10, and ace seven is betting more than ace queen and ace 10. Right? Ace five is betting more. Ace three is betting more. Right? The lower aces are betting more than this. Just looking to clean up equity from like queen jack and get value from queen jack and stuff like that.
I don't know,
Like
Pete. Ace queen off is betting more than those,
uh,
right?
ace queen off, but ace queen off doesn't realize its equity as well. And if it gets check raised, it's okay to fold. These ones have the flush draw as well, right?
I
So
don't
like
think
ace queen of clubs bets, but all the
I,
other ones don't.
I don't think that's the reason, Pete, because I don't think we are gonna fold to a check raise with ace queen.
Can we see?
Am I
No, but we
wrong?
don't want to get check raised.
We don't want to, that's sure, but we're not gonna fold.
Fix size. Or maybe
Yeah, like
okay.
starting to fold ace queen, right?
But also, we make it one, he makes it 11, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a spot where he's gonna have lots of hands that are best but vulnerable. So
But we got to remember, there's a heavy check from UTG, so he's still uncapped. So that's why he can check raise, right?
yeah, he's check raising like 98% of, or he's checking 98% of range, right? So,
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So all in all, we could venture into like betting small territory with those ace fives. We could check. It's 50-50, right? Either way.
yeah,
Uh,
all the unsuited ones don't mind betting, but like all the suited ones with the backdoor equity don't want to bet.
right. So when it goes check, check, and then the turn is what? The deuce of clubs. Is under the gun, like, is out of position supposed to be leading? I thought he was
And
supposed to kind of. He is, but not really with ace nine.
Yeah, ace nine never gets a better hand to fold.
can you offer it more sizings? Peter, why did we go small here? SUTG.
Because when our opponent checks back, they've checked back a lot of stuff that would call against the bet. So they're here with traps and hands that are competitive with ace nine. Right. So like when we looked, like we check back ace queen and ace 10 the most. And so if he wants to bet ace nine, he's just going to value on himself, which is why you can see that he really starts betting ace jack and not ace 10 and ace nine.
The reason I asked because I assume like we pot or check on the turn. No blocking like this. What is this blocking with eights and nines?
Well, Arturas, be real, okay? You're on a FT. there's a 10 big blind stack, you're not gonna start to pop.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't make
Okay.
sense at all. You're big stack against big stack. You're not gonna like polarize and play for like a crazy pot, right?
Yeah,
So
there's five guys below both of you. Like the goal is small ball here, but not with ace nine and not with ace queen suited.
all right, it goes check check again.
Mhm.
So check, and after he checks, should we bet? Now we can. Oh, you know what? That's why we don't, I guess, bet so much with those ace highs on the flop because we can't get two streets in, right? I guess that must
You
be
don't
a factor, right, Pete? What do you think?
yeah, you don't really want to go three streets with this chip arrangement, right?
Must be a
It's
factor here. Like the later you get in the hand, the more you can kind of bet with those ace highs, expecting to get called by worse ace highs.
Yep.
Um, but it goes check check, and then the jack of diamonds, right? Yeah. Then ace nine goes for a little bluff here, but I didn't think ace high was gonna go for it very much here,
Nope. Yeah.
right? And then if he does, I think like this is pretty big, right? Now you see here after check, 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 check after that, this is a spot where the stack who covers can put the pressure in the pot, right? But the stack who's covered is not gonna really start to pop like this, right?
Yeah.
So say he bets pot, do we get to ever call with the ace queen? He kind of needs
Mhm.
to. But in order for us to be able to call profitably here, we need our opponents to be bluffing as often as this. And then if one or two of our opponents out of 10 don't find all those bluffs, like say 8 out of 10 opponents are bluffing perfectly, which is very unlikely, but then two are not. Okay? If two are not, then your call with ace queen here becomes a very, 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 very bad call. Okay? If your population on average is not bluffing enough, you're torching by calling here. And I feel like that's not something that is well explained amongst like most in most content that we see.
Oh, who is Lulav? Where is Lulav? Why was it saying Lulav at the bottom?
I'm sorry, Abdullah. When you speak, you have to open your mouth.
Oh my god, it's my friend and Big Blind is my friend. Oh my god, he won Venom like 1 year ago.
You're a friend with Sam here.
No, Jack's guy.
Oh,
He won Venom like 1 year ago for lots of money.
okay. Open jamming the church. This is gonna open, and then this is gonna what? Jam? I have to be a jam, right?
No, I forgot.
No, no.
Ooh, so many alligators in the water behind.
Wait, did I get it wrong? Was it not 10 big? Oh yeah, it's not 10 big. It's 20 big.
No, I thought it was like 15 or 14. Didn't I calculated it wrong then?
Yeah, no,
17.
like 20 big, 18.
But if you are EP, you don't want to jam too much because if you jam, you have no chance to fold anymore. And if someone behind, like if a
Oh
lot
my
of action pops, you
God.
can still fold.
Okay, what do you guys think ace 10 should do here? Suited. Well, Having a 10 isn't great being against early position, right? You block pocket 10, ace 10, king 10, all the floor of the open, so not great, but you still just only have 10 big blind from the small blind. What do you guys think is the best play here?
Fold.
You fold?
Yeah, I think I
Everyone,
agree with that, Tortoise.
everyone is dead set on folding?
Yeah. You still got a low
There is no
stack
guarantee,
of,
but I don't know. I'm not even sure if we have folded.
but you still got another low stack, which is Roman from Russia below. He's got 625, where we're very close in stack, and maybe we wait another orbit, he can stack it off. And
I
we,
don't think it matters too much. We cannot fold out to our bluff.
Well, we look at this model, and we could consider getting it in here with a hand like ace ten suited. Wouldn't be too crazy. Can we find a better one? I think this one without a short stack is gonna be even more of a jam, right?
Yeah, three or four down, there's the 10 and the big blind has 45. One more down. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
There
but
is no shorts.
okay, there's no short stacks here, but we can look.
Right?
But
The
I
guy
like
wanted
what's some more. That's all.
We can see without short stacks, a very competitive jam here.
yeah.
This one, everyone is super short. Okay, so if everyone is super short, okay, so I think most scenarios that we've seen, it's tough to conceive like folding ace 10, but at the same time, it's the floor, right? It's been the floor on every model, right?
Yep.
So whether or not you want to play your floor, up to you. Ming Dai decided he wasn't playing the floor, and he's the yeah.
Oh,
but well, that's good. Maybe I'm too tight in those scenarios.
now is Owen gonna lead?
This Brazilian guy, he's short himself. He will not. He opens like suited tens himself. Maybe even not all of them. Suited jacks.
Good lead. Two bigs.
On the 5, I don't. Okay, so actually, you know what? Great lead, right? Great lead because he covers so much. And then, should
Now
you
he's
call
gonna
the flop
now he's
here?
gonna jam river because he doesn't have a heart.
I don't know.
It's a single rate spot, right?
Yep.
It's normal size, okay.
Mhm.
Should you call here if you're Owen from the big line without the heart in your hand?
Sure.
Of course.
It's just a range bet board.
Well,
He's got double gut shot.
this is what
Mhm.
half pot, right? So kind of
Yeah.
on the bigger side, right? And it's literally a gut shot. No overcar. It's really only a gut
No,
shot,
it's not a
right?
good.
No,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
6 or the 10.
6 or the 10. Yeah.
Okay,
Double belly buster.
so double gutter. Uh, hmm. I don't know. I
Easy
feel
call.
like this is too wide. Maybe I'm
We
wrong.
have 40% raw equity. It's like impossible to fold.
Impossible.
32 direct outs.
Okay, so what kind of arrangement do we have here? He opens from 20 and this guy has like what?
All
50
of the chip. 50.
chip leader, right?
He might even build leading strategy.
Under the gun, 20. So the big stat is here. Then under the gun is 20. Maybe not this. What about this one? This one is better. Under the gun 20, big blind 41. Not chip leader, but roughly. Under the gun raise, big blind call. What structure would you use, Arturas, if you didn't like this 10K here?
Doesn't matter, like, do any structure.
Well, now it doesn't matter. Okay.
We offer you default structure and just leave it there. Whatever we offer as default.
Let's see this one.
And you're
Ah.
in real spot where Pablo Silva is playing, he has more risk premium than in this sim. But I don't know.
Jack of hearts,
doesn't matter.
9 of hearts. And then 5 of spades. Okay, surprise, surprise. So big blind actually has plenty of leading here. And then under the gun should be range betting or betting very frequently. And then against that, 8-7 off, pure call. So pure call against a range bet. And then the sizing is also right. And what is it worth? It's like a huge call or like a very, oh, it's pretty big, right? And then you don't even need a heart to have a good call. Okay, so you gotta continue. All right. And then the 5 comes. So on the 5, I'm pretty sure their range is gonna light up, right? So he just calls, and then the 5 of nut flush. 5 of clubs. Then he's gonna lead so much, right? Yeah. 25% should lead small. Let's see what Owen goes for. Could be a quarter. 150. A little too small. Probably fine. 125 actually. Okay, very interesting spot actually. After you lead like this and then he calls, are you supposed to commit all the way? Would you guys commit here from the big blind? You're chip leading. SPR is 1.
Yeah, you got no heart. You don't have a 10 or a queen. He has all the floats that yeah, stuff the turkey.
Already the machine isn't willing to stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But you are barreling again. Look at this. Bet
Let's
turn,
go.
bet river. So you gotta build a little story here and stick to it. Kind of. Let's see if Owen finds it.
Yeah, you don't have a heart, you don't have a queen, you don't have a 10.
Oh, see, this is what
Oh,
I kind of thought would be better. Like you commit, you're like, I have a 5 or not, but you have a decision for your stack, right? Not just like a little cute decision for like a quarter pot. But like the machine, probably a quarter pot is superior.
But why is it giving like such a small bet size? Do you feel like
Well,
even though like this is a high tournament, like obviously the payouts are, there's a lot of pressure. What's a small bet going to achieve? Do you think Pablo will still call with the ace high?
you get ace
Or
and king eye to fold. That's it.
oh, it does. Okay.
Just a small 5. And then I feel like people are not gonna call you with ace king here, as we just saw. Like people don't call there with ace king, right?
Yeah.
So you may have like even more of a profitable jam here, but Wait, let's see, just for fun, if it would use it.
Yeah, I love this. I love when you can put different sizes in. It's so good.
Oh, it would. Look at that. That's what I thought. See, you just stick it in SPR1, you commit. So I like that. Oh, all of a sudden we're 9 in here. What's up to all the people that joined late? Okay, what do you guys think about the open here? I feel like this is really wide. No? Button cut off hijack, low jack. You're low jack. You want to take on the 2 chip leaders here with ace deuce? Is that good? What do you guys say?
Yeah, your aces are pretty resilient in ICM. So
I don't know. I'm just like the deuce in my hand. I'm just like, I block the folds. I wouldn't want to take the chip leaders with the deuce in my hand. I guess I'm wrong, right? Button cutoff, hijack, low jack versus both blinds. Okay. Both
It's
blinds are
open.
pretty deep. Low jack is what? 60? 50, 100, yeah, 64. Low jack is 64, pretty deep, right? Solutions, very deep low jack, and then 2 very deep blinds. Then average was pretty low, actually. Oh, this one, almost under the gun, big blind. You just missed one. Let's see what this one says. Actually, no, this isn't good. Button cut off, hijack, low jack. Well, that's pretty good. No, it needs to be low jack, hijack, right? So here, hijack versus, no, so low jack, hijack, big stacks here with all the cookies in the bar. Oh, this one, very close, but not low jack, right? And then looking at this now, like I thought he was closer to the button. But if he's really low jack, it's even less of a raise, right? So let's look at this model first. Uh, under the gun one, I mean, under the gun one, I don't think he's gonna play his deuce. Oh, he is. Okay. Another model. So deeper from the low jack against. Okay, this one is not bad. Okay, mixing. Either way. And then let's see. Let's see this one. The low jack. Ah, probably fine. Almost all the models had it, right? Okay, so ace 5-3 monotone. It's a good spot to check back multi-way. Uh, hmm, it may be, but tough to say. Okay, so 60 big blinds with a monotone board like this. Let's have a look, right?
It's multi. This is chippy.
Is it? Is it GPV?
King 9 is not even a defender on the final table.
have ace 5-3. And then we have small blind check, big blind check. What's our strategy from in position at Chippy V? So betting small half of the time, checking half of the time, right? You lean towards betting with an ace deuce. But actually most aces are betting, right? It's really like 7-6 that are really not betting. Okay, so because they could get the straight,
Yeah, the backdoor equity wants to realize.
It's a fixing.
takes him, says Arturas. So
The most fake I've seen like in a very long time.
check, check, and then should be betting quite a lot here. So he could consider betting on the flop. Anyhow, here we are. Should he value bet? If you made it all the way like this here, probably not, right? But I think like 3 streets, a little passive with these dudes. Like if you're gonna open the stone floor, but sure, I mean, it makes sense, right? He opens like mixing combo slash the worst ace, and then he's not bloating the pot with it. Which I kind of like. That's good strategy. Hmm. Oh, wow. So this is a very interesting note. What do you guys think about this hand? Let's go back.
Jump rifle. It doesn't have limps in this config, but I would not raise fold this. If you think of it,
Wait,
big
wait,
blind
wait,
probably cannot even call queen ten suited.
wait. Why do you say there's no lens? Because of this here? 10 big? Or why do you?
Yes.
It's almost impossible to have no lens here.
Want to challenge me? Let's go.
You're so cute.
I mean, you can look at it. I just know the solution.
So cute. Nice little ego there, Arturo.
I mean, it's so slow today. I'm falling asleep.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
very basic spots and like
I'm
as Dion
sorry.
pointed out.
I'm sorry, Arturo, if the session is not at the level of your expectation. Right?
Okay. I accept apology.
14 big, big blind, and then we have a 10 on the cutoff, and then 12 EP.
The important thing here is that big blind is not last in chips. So he has a significant RP and we cover him by a lot. So we don't create limping range. We play raise fold or jump or raise call.
Even if we play really heavy on push fold, it's almost impossible that there's no limbs.
I just thought, so when he's not last in chips, you have and you cover by a lot. If you're equal, then you could start building limping range. But here we cover by a lot, so we don't build the limping range. Doesn't matter. Like, let's take any config. No, we need one shorter. You can even find 20 big blinds, but big blind has the 20 big blinds. You will see same thing. Stacks don't matter in this config that much. Yeah, one above. 37, 33.17. 9 UTG. Yeah, this one fine. Yeah, here we don't go.
Yeah, there's only one short stack, but
Another one is middle position.
we're
12.
gonna see the model. So see, I thought for sure there's limping, even though like we mostly jam, right? We mostly raise. It's impossible to have like a small blind strategy that has no limps, or very, very rare to me.
I give you exact heuristic. I don't know. Okay.
Can we find another close-ish model? Because I don't want to make it too deep. Well, maybe this one could be good. Yeah, I think this one could be good as well. Oh, no limp here. And then this one. Okay,
You're very close to him and your stack gets damaged, you can create limps. Depends on RP config. So, yeah, whatever.
Let's see, this one. Yeah, with a 4 big blind stack though, right? I don't. Okay, what about this one? 2, 3, 4 short stack, and we're like basically third and chips, fourth. Not good. Oh, this one. Let's see this one. This one. Also very heavy jams, right? So I guess there's not much limping after that here. He doesn't limp though, right? So why did you say he limped from the start when he did it? Okay, so let's find. Yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to run that hand post. Need a shorty, at least one or two. This one has a 1, 2, 3. Ah, it's still the same. All right, let's just no. Let's find something good because those BPB nodes I think are very interesting, especially on FT like this. But then again, if you just jam range, I guess we're just gonna move on. Would you guys jam deuces here?
Okay, queen, interesting. Peter, we flat last hand, king queen suited?
I would.
Ugh, King Queen's one of the hands that wants to go in the bucket for flatting.
Okay. I thought like our stack of threshold is very high, so we need to build flatting range. Yeah. Makes sense.
If you are gonna flat, that's one of the first hands that wants to flat.
Yeah, I think we want to flat. Some like we don't want to stack off his jack suited and stuff. Or free bet fold.
Yeah, like King Queen off is better to use as a bluff, right? Like King Queen suited's too strong.
Oh. No respect. That's a mistake, right? To bet.
The thing is, it's a king eye board, right? So king eye board should be better for the out of position here because he doesn't have kings, doesn't have a king, doesn't have the best like kings, right? So in general, those king eye boards are a little bit better for out of position, and then it's like king 10 with a flush draw. So kind of coordinated, right? Pretty good for his range, not so good for his range. Okay, but it's really very good for him. So if it was like ace high, it would be very different. But I think king eye here, we could see some hijack, low jack under the gun. Okay, so it's under the gun versus button. They are 60 effective, and then under the gun is the one that covers.
Oh. You can get some, yeah, thank you. I don't know, I was thinking range check, but you gave good arguments.
60-60. We need to be covering. And then the button need a bunch of short stacks. Oh, this is it. This is it. Very similar. So 60
Yeah,
open,
this is, it's okay.
button calls, and then post flop. We see a, what was it? King 10-5. King 10-5. Let's see. We have, you know, little bit of betting, third of the time, right? A hand like a Jack 9 suited. Ooh, very funny. This is the hand I want to bet the most.
Uh, hey Louis, you know how the bet is always seems to be small. Like I understand we're out of position, but is there excuse me, is there any other bet sizes besides this size that is used?
Well,
Like, or is the solver just doing it randomly and it's just picking the perfect size?
usually when you use AI, it picks the perfect size every time.
Okay.
But
Cool. Sorry. Yeah, I was just a bit confused. I just because it keeps showing the same size, so I just thought, is that the right thing, or clearly it is then?
You have to test it. You have to go with what AI gives you, and then you have to also run it with a couple other options, and then it might give you something that's actually better.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
actually, it always picks the size that it's gonna prefer the most first.
Not true.
Oh, okay.
Not true. I think it's a script. There is nothing to do with AI. I'm with Cap.
I'm just going by what I watched Jordan and BBZ do. Like AI will pick one, and sometimes it'll be like, this doesn't make sense, and then I'll test it like with a barbell, like a low and a big, and then sometimes we'll test it with three sizes, and a lot, and it often comes up with different choices that he thinks are much better.
Louis, do you want to just try it on this one to see if there's different sizes?
So
Please.
the thing here, I think that we need to keep in mind, is that it's a final table, right? There's short
Sure.
stacks, and then we're the two big stacks here. So given that, I don't think it's gonna want to use other sizes.
It would very well be right. We do cover, which is nice.
So 3, and then what? Like 7?
Sometimes with barbell, it might do like, like 25 and yeah, just do like something. Yeah, just try 3 sizes first.
Basically, here what's going on is a gentleman's game. You will not have big sizes, even if you cover, because like we
Oh.
cover by so little.
I like the way you
cover.
phrased it, Arturo, as a gentleman's game. Nice.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
borrowed it.
from what I've seen, when you add those sizings, you're just mixing the strategy a little bit. But if you want to like add sizes, for sure you can find something more optimal than the first, raw answer that AI is going to give you. But I've
Oh
done
yeah,
it.
no,
I've done a
Oh,
few
sorry. Yeah.
now, and from what I've seen, it always gives us the size it's gonna merge the strategy the most on.
Sure. Yeah, I just wanted to not to say that I was incorrect. It was more just a question just to make sure that is always that was the answer. That's all.
It's always good to test the other side. It's always good to test. It takes a couple seconds. And it's good to look at options because
Yeah.
it's not always going to be the best answer, honestly.
Yeah, good.
We have someone in this, or
Nope.
is this just a random final table?
Not so random. The GGMillion?
Do we know? Do you have someone in here?
No. But I watch this game every week.
Right.
Arturo says he's friends with off the table. Actually,
All of it.
oh, very spicy open. 8-9 suited, but
Did you look at the one Jeremy was in?
of course,
Oh, I missed it.
it's on YouTube. You can watch it. I capped it. Pretty good, man. He ended up getting sucked out the ace king against king jack off.
Hmm. Jeremy's killing it. Been killing it.
Oh. 9-8 check. Looks like a blunder.
How did it go here?
This guy coverage should be probably bluffing a lot, right? Like he should probably barreling this guy off his hand.
Yeah, like he did last hand. 0 equity on ace 10 for deuce. I will blast as well.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shorter stacks too. Yeah, I think he should be really pressuring him here.
Not even sure if king 9 calls for Samuel. Pre-flop.
Probably didn't have to bet that big on the flop,
But he doesn't have like worse hands, right? Samuel connects with that board, so what you want to make indifferent on this board is like king high. So for that reason, I will size up in orange chips on the flop. You don't make like a 10-9 indifferent, right? With small bet. You make king high indifferent on the flop.
yeah, it's easier to like if barrel too, if you start off with a smaller bet, because you know, you can triple off a little easier without risking too much. I mean, you risk less chips. But like if he bets small on the turn or flat maybe, and then bets like, I don't know, a little over half pot on the turn, kings are probably gonna start getting kind of sick there. They
Maybe
realize
alright.
they realize their stack might be going in and there's three shorter stacks at the table.
Maybe alright. I don't mind it. Maybe more risk premium config.
So he's 50-ish. Okay, I mean, which one did I have? 40-ish? 44? Yeah. Okay, let's do that one. So
But
84.
here we
Oh,
have like,
there's no short stacks, right?
yeah, that's the thing. We have like 13 maybe percent here.
Mm, need a
I don't know,
short.
do it.
Mm.
If you do high config, higher P config, king nine might be not even in range. That's the problem as well. Do
I think
whatever.
yeah, I think it's important not to do whatever afterwards, actually. The devil is in the details. Um,
Library is too small. Maybe I could do 50 average, very small. 37 small blind.
let's see if we can maybe find a better one for the hijack. Oh, this is a little bit better. Still no short stacks, right? Still no. Ah, there is one, but 18 is not much. Okay, 61-29 with one short stack, and then we raise into chip leader. Ah, let's look at this one. So raise, small blind range should have king 9 here. Doesn't have king 9. Too short. No
Can you,
short stack.
what is the average stack at that table? I
I
can't
don't.
tell if it's in chips.
It's double. So this is 46 bigs. This is 34. This is 120. So it's you just double.
So you
That's
got
it.
18, 30,
Yeah.
guy's got 50, so he's pretty deep. Okay.
And this guy has 8 big blinds here.
Deeper than I thought.
Okay, let's see. Small blind around what? 40. No, it has around 50-ish. Small blind around 50 short stacks. And then
16, 22, 28, 34.
So this one could be under the gun 1 versus small blind. Would it make sense? Under the gun, that would be low jack. Oh, there's no short stack. I didn't pick that one for sure. But this one. So under the gun 1 versus small blind. We're covered. That's good. We need to be super covering. Super covering. With shorties on. Super covering, shorties on. $58, $16, $46. Okay, let's try this. This one should have king 9, finally. Fold, solve, create. Ace, king 6, ace, king 6. And check, should be checking. And then low jack should be betting. Small. Is it picking big? 4. And then, no, just 4. So just range bet small. And then,
Could you show small blind range later?
yes. Actually, here it is. Okay, so the thing is, in the hand we were looking at, he doesn't really bet small, right? Yeah, he starts with kind of a pretty big bet, which is not a thing here. When we look at this solve. So say we force it. Instead of that, gonna be what? 3.5? We force it to 3.5. Big blind isn't calling much here. King 9 suited.
Hey, that's, I mean, king 9's already like in hell, and that's why I think you want to double barrel. Like if you bet small and then do like 55% or something on a turn, he's gotta just dump it.
Yeah,
His kings.
so king
He
9
checks.
should be folding the flop because he sizes up. Right? But here king 9 is calling. But the whole
Is the
point
is
is
the king 9 calling with the hearts or with
Yeah.
is it the backdoor equity?
no, it's the hearts.
Only
Yeah.
the hearts front door? Okay.
Are we supposed to double? Which is the big question here. 9-8 suited is not double barreling very much.
Because that's 10-9.
Yeah,
Maybe a 9-8. Well, 10-9's got the straight redraw.
6-5 suited maybe? That's a pair, right?
Yeah, it's got the pair redraw too.
Well, I mean, the
So-
point is here, right? We could consider double barreling in position on a queen turn. The valid strategy, 50-50. And then if you go for it, you go for pot size.
I think the motion is though to bet small and then go bigger on the turn. Like that way, it's easy. Like my point. Like I think it's easier to double barrel when you start with
Yeah.
a small bet, and
Yeah.
you got to really just pressure like weaker aces, the kings, like everything's dead. Like when you cover, you can really you're supposed to barrel. It's my understanding.
Did it go check on whatever?
Well, I feel like you still need to bet here on the river. Even on like a 4-9er like this, you decide to check, and the jack of diamond comes. I think like both players are gonna have a lot of like bets here. Yeah. Well, a 10 is now a straight.
Yeah.
So it's not bluffing her at all. Well, it kind of is, right? Pocket 8. But the bluffs have equity, like literally turning a set of queens into a bluff, no?
No. It's king 8 a little bit. E7.
You think you're betting on a queen, pocket queen for value here after that?
Yeah.
No, definitely not. What worse 10 is calling you after that if you're betting for value?
Two pair.
On a 4-liner? Are
Yes.
you
Look,
calling
see,
2-pair on 4-liners? Just
Look,
Yeah,
asking.
sometimes yes.
Oh my god, I feel like you're so starchy.
King, queen, dust.
I wouldn't
King-
call too much
I'm
2-pair
ace
if I
queen,
was
ace
you here,
jack.
Arturas. What are you trying to say, Scotty?
I said, look, if this is the calling range against that bet, then it's value because he's getting called by ace jack and ace queen. And
Ace
queen jack.
5, ace 4, ace 3.
Yeah, he beats all that. And he gets
Yeah,
folded.
fine. That's all
That's
that.
value.
Okay, you guys totally missed the point, okay? Would you bet a set of queens here?
No, we don't play GTO.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Okay, sorry.
into a bluff, basically.
No, in GTO world, it's not a bluff.
Okay,
That's what we're saying. The solver is not bluffing there. You're asking if we do it, is it a bluff?
the thing
We don't-
is, you guys, like, you're not supposed to call with 2-pair on 4-liners like this. Right? We are
Also-
here. We are. But
Different, yeah.
in general, you're folding like sets.
Yeah.
On 4-liners. So like I'm just pointing out like the general idea here is wrong. Okay, you're not value betting queens to try to get called by worse. Okay, this is solver bullshit. Okay,
Gotcha. I agree.
I
like
don't.
well, Arturas, you're not supposed to be calling with 2-pair on 4-liners. It's very simple. Open 3-bet.
7's fold,
4-bet,
right?
really small.
That is a tiny 4-bet.
I think it's see the 4-bet.
It's a click 4-bet.
5-bet jamming jacks.
Heart. Ooh. GG.
I would never 5-bet jam jack there. Under the gun open, I 3-bet, I get 4-bet. You think this guy's bluffing ever? On a FT? So like you're jamming jacks for what there? I know some players will not fold pocket queens there. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about.
You're praying it's ace king. It was, and he still lost.
Must be a net.
Oh. This feels a bit loose.
If you say it's a pretty. Feels very wide. Oh my god. Gonna check back? No. Oh, he's barreling. That guy is opening ace off, making an ace and blasting it away. What a guy.
What a hand.
Very loose, very aggressive.
Uh, I would have just opened jam that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
big night.
there's a shorter stack at the table.
There is.
I think I'd still do it.
Oh,
Close. I
button
agree.
cut off by jack, low jack, under the gun one. We're the button. We've got now. 60, 600, 120. We got 8 big blinds here. It has to be
That's
a
all?
jam, right?
I thought it was double. I thought it was 16
We
bigs.
have 15,
Oh,
yeah.
no. 60. No, it's 16. You're right. I'm wrong.
Still open jamming it.
Yeah, probably good, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but that's what I do.
Well, it makes sense to me because I think like you have this block of like queen jack suited, queen 10 suited, jack 10 suited. You know that block, right?
Yeah, but RP is very high for us. You might like just fold it pre-flop,
Well,
even for it sounds absurd.
Well,
Let's
if it's a slam dunk jam, he just punt it.
Yeah, both played bad. Vlad is recreational, I can tell already.
I'm not sure, honestly. It might be a 2x open, but I just feel like I would open rip that.
King 8 is click back and Queen 10 is a fold versus jam.
Because like we don't really jam a lot of strong hands in that spot. I don't think it's supposed to be just that kind of stuff. Maybe like ace queen. Is this the range?
Yeah,
Wow,
well,
way wider than I thought.
we're gonna look at another model, but on this model, we would go, like, I felt like this block was gonna be it. This is really wide though, right?
Yeah, it is wide. I mean, then the value, yeah, it's gonna come from the small pairs, right? I forgot about that. But yeah, mostly everything else is just stuff.
And so here. Can
We
look
have
at
15 Louis pre-flop,
15?
yes.
You want deeper?
16. He had 16. So, but he wasn't one of the
Oh,
guys.
that's right.
running them.
I'm just really tired today. It's a mistake. You guys are right. Oh, look at this. A 2 big blind stack here.
No, one above.
And okay. Yeah,
But
makes
here,
sense. Suited nines though, very spicy, but that block, I see Jan a lot here. It's just easier to jam. Yeah, but Ming again doesn't jam. And then if he jams, he gets away with it every time. So far Ming missed 2 jams. He's not afraid to call once he see a flush draw. Yeah, that part of your range, just want to see like 5 cards, right?
So I feel like it would jam. It wants to jam more when you're covered.
no, I think it's inverted. When you cover, you don't, it depends, like, it depends.
I
Holy
think
macaroni.
that part of the range is, it doesn't matter whether you're covered or covering, it just wants to see 5 cards. What is going on here?
And you got plenty of fold equity.
There is no way. There is no way. So open. Open pocket tens, makes sense, right? Three bet. What's going on here? What's going on?
What's he do?
There's a guy with 300,000. Like he's just putting on the pressure.
Yeah, but he's covered by the guy that three bet.
Yeah.
Daddy says no. Daddy says
He says, Vlad, you must fold.
wow. With
Yeah.
even with an 8 in his hand, blocking pocket 8, ace 8, king 8, like all the blocks, right? This is the worst card to have in your hand when you're playing against the button on ICM, right?
8? Which
Eight.
card?
The 8.
Why is
Yeah,
that?
he just has a blocker to top of range. It'll do it sometimes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, forward is fine. But...
Never here. Actually, you guys think for betting ace 8 here? Never in a million years.
I would never think of it. I would fold, but I mean, I'm not gonna say, I know. It could be a thing. I feel like when you're covered, you just fold that in there. Guy three bets has you covered almost 2-1. Like, I'm done.
This is the final table.
Yes.
You think like you should be folding way better than ace 8 there
Yeah,
with this two-way blind guy.
I think so.
Yeah. But like that's why it'll use ace 8 as a bluff, right? Like
You got tens to fold. And queen nine of clubs to fold. Wow.
Hey, he's
It'll cost the money because queen nine of clubs busts ace king there and he hits the ladder.
yeah.
but he did steal the side pot.
Oh, okay.
He did, right?
Yeah. So he didn't lose any chips.
But he may have lost money.
He definitely lost money.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't know that the guy with 300,000.
Oh, again, Vlad, then
Yeah,
what is Vlad doing?
Yeah.
This guy's a beast.
So
What
he
flag's
owns
that?
5-8, right? Which is, chippy V-ish, not the end of the world. You kind of do that, but you don't see bet on ace jack 6.
Yeah.
Five is not an open pre.
Big bet, big stack and a big blind too. I mean, I don't like consider him like that.
Oh, here's something interesting. What would you guys do here? King 10 off from the button.
Jam.
No, mega punt.
I'm not gonna jam, but
Oh, hold on. How many? Wasn't he super short? Oh no, he
20.
tripled up.
he has 20 big.
No, I thought he would. I didn't realize that he had gotten back to health. No, just open it.
Is this a good open, you guys think?
46
I think
big, so what's he go like 3x, 2.8x, something like that?
Two.
Yeah, it's just a raise fold. It's the bottom of your range.
Yeah, just raise to 2, like a normal person.
It's small blind.
No, we're talking about the 10 at king 10.
Oh,
The king 10 should just raise to 2, like a normal, like normal poker. There's nothing weird going
Are
on.
you guys sure about that?
he's got 22 bigs. That might just, yeah, you can raise fold that, right?
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
I don't think
Bottom
that's
of range. You got a blocker to aces and kings and ace
It's
king.
a Broadway,
So, yeah.
and you definitely want to be
Yeah.
bigger, right?
It's the
And
button.
he's a short stack. There's no way I'm folding that.
So we got the least risk premium. We got what? 61, 20, 20 big blinds. So button, 20 big blinds, low risk premium.
Six-handed. Yeah.
The only thing I could say is if he might think, like, I'm watching Vlad, he might think there's a couple punters at the table, and he might just be trying to hit some ladders and playing really, really nitty. Like, if that's what I could, if that's on his mind, fine.
King 10, bottom of range. Just
Yeah,
that fold.
but yeah, but Kep's adjustment makes sense. I wouldn't do it.
I mean, I would open too, but I mean, I'm just saying, you don't
Yeah.
know what's in his head. Like, sometimes I'm at tables where there's people are just playing like so bad that
Mm-hmm.
I could hit ladders by just folding,
Yeah.
I'm the shortest stack and I watch people putt left and right. I'm just laughing while I'm just giggling, sitting here giggling like, how bad are these people? Are just giving me all this money.
Mhm.
I don't have to play a hand.
Okay, so on the tighter side here with king ten, right?
Again, Louis, no limping range if you want.
I mean, he ain't folding
Maybe,
this. Oh, he
maybe it's
folds.
closer, right? Because the two short stacks are very equal.
So Vlad opens ace eight and he folds ace nine.
Like
But
as soon
clicking
as
it.
they're tied at 20 bigs, it's not like one of them, somebody's about to bust or. So if they're tied at 20 bigs, I mean, there should be enough depth to play here. They could be some limps, no?
No, in a small blind, no. SML. The thing is, when big blind has like over 8% RP, and you have like 3% when you don't build limping range. Up to like 30 blinds deep. If you have 90 and big blind has 30 and everyone has 10, you still have no limps.
Okay, interesting.
Come on, Rabbit, bluff.
He's not gonna bluff king high, I don't think.
Think you got a bluff king eye here.
I wouldn't.
Well, you don't block the clubs, you gotta get a side to fold. You got both blockers, the queen, the king and the jack.
Maybe you think that he raises a lot of his aces on the flop. I mean pre-flop. And therefore your king jack might be good.
Oh my god! Really?
I'm never trying to get ace high to fold there. It checks all the way down to the river. I expect a lot of ace highs to call for a small bet, honestly. I'm
It,
never
did,
bluffing a king high there,
it
ever.
didn't check, Ken.
It didn't?
It didn't.
It went check bet call, check, check.
Limb, check.
So here's where you'd think that that Owen
No, it
raises a
raised.
lot
Oh,
of
he
his aces.
raised.
Oh, he
Limb,
does. Oh, then he
raise.
has to bluff.
So like
Yeah, he has
ranges
to.
are narrow here. Okay, check.
I missed that.
Is he gonna check back? Is that what's going on? No, he
Oh,
bets.
that's the
He
flip.
likes big bets on the flop, this guy. He just goes small here again, I think, and a barrel, right? Like, maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
Bet.
Yeah, I would bet again. Like, see, I would have
Check.
started with a
Down
small
to
bet though, and
turn.
then just bet again because he doesn't raise, so he doesn't have like his best queens very often. Doesn't have sets. We blocked the
What do you
best.
mean? Where
Blocked the
did
flush
his queens
draws.
go?
Huh?
He jams queens? What do you mean?
No, I mean like he's gonna check raise some of his best queens on the flop, I guess, right? Whatever he has left.
I don't know. He has full weight on the flop and I would guess almost full weight to a turn. I will not play many raises in this board.
What the hell? Okay, 375 divided by 939. 40% pot.
Um,
40% pot. And then he's bluffing with 40%.
It's a pretty small bluff.
Like he has a default button for 40%. Just clicked it.
Yeah.
it's Scott, I think it's really big bet, to be honest, on the river.
You think he should do a big bet, or you consider 40% a big bet?
I like small
It's pretty
bluffs.
big already.
Okay.
Isn't club a bad combo to bluff catch here with?
Probably.
Yes.
Yep.
But having
We
the
got-
ace is good, right? Because we block value. We block ace queen, aces. So the ace is great. The club is mid. The four is great though, right? The four is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, four's not blocking nothing.
So the ace and the four is a great combo to call, but the club, I don't know.
Why is
But it's
four
the only ace four you
seven?
get here with, though. That's the other problem.
Yes.
Did you bet the ace four of spades on this on this flop?
No.
Right. So
Oh, yeah, me, Mike, cause
what
he
ace
three
do
bet
you
pre
get
flop.
Well,
here with?
wait, Scotty, I wouldn't bet the spade, but I would bet the other ones.
You would?
Yeah, because you don't mind like bet folding,
Okay.
and then you get called by king eyes, right?
Okay.
So you get called by worse hands, and you don't mind bet folding. I don't see much. And then like you raise pre-flop, and then he checks to you. I mean, you're gonna be betting kind of
We
often
raise.
in position, right? So
So
betting.
if you have ace four of diamonds and ace four of hearts in this line, then I think you don't call with the ace four of clubs.
Well,
But if you don't have them, it's hard. I'm not seeing what other ace highs.
He raised the limp, so he probably is gonna range bet the flop. So I think, Scotty, you're probably right. He probably should just have better
Yeah.
non-club aces to call with.
Yeah. That's getting after it.
What's this buy? Is this like a 109 or something?
a 10K.
10K buy-in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. The only one who didn't make mistakes is Samuel.
I think it's really good to see because a few years ago you'd have never seen a game like that at this buy-in level.
Here. Oh, it doesn't walk them.
Best worst card in the deck. Worst best card in the deck.
You open hijack with 10-9-0.
I would not.
So when he hits, he bets small. And when he doesn't hit, he bets like big. That's what I'm saying so far.
A very acquisitive strategy. Somebody in here has been saying that for a while, no?
Who does that?
Wonder who it was.
That's close. Anyone calls?
With the two other shorties there, it's very tough.
I'm not folding.
Very tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's right there, but I feel like that's like probably my bottom offsuit hand. Even though he's jamming super wide, I'm still, it's really tight, but I mean, king queens, pretty high up there. And stacks are gonna, oh, he's gonna fold this, I guess. No collision.
Oh. Hmm. I wonder if it's mixed frequency free bet.
Some calls,
What? Ace king.
yeah. We'll see.
I think he has to check fold. And maybe jump pre-flop king queen. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be mad after that flop when I have to check fold. I'd be mad I didn't jam. Like, why did I just rip it? But it's probably too high up to rip.
In general, in lower stakes, probably limp will overperform because we isolate kind of later. Like mid stakes racks.
Are you throwing us mid stakes regs under the bus, Arturus?
So wait, he flatted ace eight off here? That's terrible.
No,
Oh no,
no,
him in
no,
raise.
he raised and then the button called and
Oh, big blind. I see.
Romsky called too. I was wondering what we thought about the Romsky's overcall with king 10 in the big blind.
He's so short, it's probably fine,
Okay.
I would guess. He's just gonna hit a pair and go broke.
It's the best bad
Yeah,
call.
I will jump though. But terrible spot. You need to deny equity.
King ten?
Which one are you jamming?
King queen.
Oh, okay. Just over, just
Yeah, 1.5 pot.
over
I don't
jamming.
know. It's like we need to deny equity, right? We win chips and lose dollar EV if we do this bet, I think. GPV it's more profitable and dollar wise it's worse.
I like a fold here.
Yeah, I agree.
Ace
I
two,
don't.
ace two against the low jack, yeah.
I will fold queen three.
Ooh, Romsky's in shape to double.
Mm-hmm.
Got the clubs, they don't need it anyway. Oh,
Perhaps fold pre.
guy's gonna just lose in two hands out that quick. It's an open jam, right?
No, I fold. It's raise fold or open fold, but you
Right.
cannot.
Not jack or cutoff, I mean.
Yeah, he's a wrong guy. I don't think he can jump.
Like fives are like my bottom pair. I would jam there. I wouldn't play any other pairs, but or lower pairs, but I think I would have jam fives for sure. Probably no good.
I don't know. We can save that spot and see later.
What are we doing on the river to check with the flush? Block bet, jam or check? He's jamming.
I didn't see what happened.
Didn't get there, jam turn. He had the flush, 8 high flush.
Oh, he just jammed the turn?
Mm-hmm.
He just open jammed it. He
No,
didn't.
I wouldn't bet he jammed.
Oh, okay. Okay, he check raised. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
it's a lead for some range lead. I saw leads.
What do you want? What would you do there if it went check on the turn? Pot size bet left on the river.
I missed it. I missed it. I don't remember.
Should we go
Oh.
back?
Up to you guys.
Go
Yeah,
back.
it was like a lot of discussion. You can go back. People wonder. Okay. Owen opens.
So very
What
short
calls?
SPR right away. He has what? He has like 7 with
Six.
out.
But he needs to, yeah, but I think this, this call seems good.
15 big. Right?
Yep.
The C bet.
I would say it's not good. No, good.
Yeah, Owen
I
does
would
see
check.
bet here. He
The
see
C
bets.
bet. I think you'd want to have a diamond in your hand to C bet there, or
Yeah.
some form of equity. Like multi-way, you kind of like want to cut back on like no equity bluffs, right?
Yeah.
So this probably is a good check.
Oh, sizing bet
And
as
he
well.
does it, and he does it big. I mean, big, he does half pot.
Okay. Ace. Okay, so the flush card is really good for the big blind, really bad for the button.
Yeah.
Ace is really good for the button though. But
Yeah.
barreling small, I think it's when
Oh,
the
the question if we jam as 8 high, we jam 8-6, yes, on the turn.
yeah.
Sure,
I
but
don't.
Guy's question.
but if the turn went check instead, this is my question to you guys. You guys have 6-8 suited, and the
Yeah.
turn goes check with this SPR. Do you want to
Sticking it
jam?
in.
Do you want to block, or do you want to check to induce? What are you doing?
I would stick it in every time because he's supposed to call with some of his ace-x, he's supposed to call
Right.
with 2 pairs with some hands.
Okay,
And then you also, the thing is, you want to have bluffs there.
yeah,
So if you have a high diamond, you want to make like something credible, you know?
yeah. Yeah, you can bluff the king of diamonds or something. You can't bluff the ace of diamonds. No, no, it's gonna work.
I don't like this. I mean, maybe if you have spades and hearts.
Uh,
Check back to realize ace ten now.
Yes. Much better spot than last time we played.
Yeah. This is much better than 9-8. I think I definitely,
He's
I
not
still would
checking
check
back to
this back.
realize.
He goes for the over bet. Wow. I could be good. I don't really know these spots. I would check.
Would you guys bet ace two of hearts instead, like the bottom of our flush range?
I would just check
Maybe.
back my nut flush draws there. Could be
Yeah,
bad.
and with cap.
What about but that combo draw, would you bet that combo?
It's more
The
like
ace
how range versus range works. Samuel flats were kings, so he's not deficient on any sets. He's not even that capped. He's not playing too many check raises on the flop. He gets with a lot of nuts to a turn. And if you play like text pot over bet, it's like questionable strategy. When you overbet text pot, basically with nut flash, you want to when you build text pot range, you want basically to make nut flash draws to fold on the turn. East 10, let's say. Because in solver, if you look at it versus text pot, in higher P scenarios, opponent should fold top pairs, some top pairs, and not flush draws. It's easier to show in a sim than to explain.
Let's play this mystery hand. What do you guys think Samuel has?
I would have three bet pre with the ace queen suited.
I missed the pre-flop action. And the
Uh,
flop, honestly. It was
Sam raised, Vlad flatted, and then on the flop it went check big bet like 3/4. And Vlad called it. Then he bet out when the second card paired, saying that that's what I have. That I call with sevens here.
He check
Uh,
all
I
flop
think he's gonna
solver.
have some 9x, 10x, Jack X in range. He's gonna probably go
uh,
for it here.
I think he's got kings. And Vlad's gonna call
I
with
think
ace
the
high.
stuff that bets that a high flop big is gonna be 9x, 10x, Jack X. So like, I feel like this Jack's really good for whatever he has.
All his straight draws now beat Vlad. All his good straight draws because they're either a
Yeah.
pair or they're a straight. His 8 beats him.
Vlad's gonna call with ace high.
Vlad unblocks hearts.
Yeah.
So there's that. And he
Samuel's got kings.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what that's my guess. This is fun. We're all playing the mystery hand.
King ten of diamonds. Does do this. Queen ten. I think he's got a jack or a bluff, honestly. Like I think he's got. I think his big bluffs on the flop are like pairs of nines, ten, like his values, nines, tens, jacks. And his bluffs are the 9x, 10x, jack X mostly. Obviously some high-low suited stuff.
The only good thing about Vlad's hand is that he doesn't have a heart. And he beats.
Could have twos full.
And he beats
Is
the.
is Vlad meant to take the lead on the turn when the 7 pairs or no?
Yeah, you can bet
He
out.
bets big and gets called.
Good, but not with this hand. This hand is too good. It's still
What
winning.
is queen to? Is queen to good, you say?
Yeah, like you don't lead ace queen on this turn because ace queen is still winning here too often.
Yeah, makes sense. What is he thinking on the river? I don't get it. Like,
But Peter,
Well,
if
on Sims, you got the 12-minute time clock, so you open up the Sims.
Peter,
no, if you ever solved this spot, like you remember for life, like you have 9-8, right? A bunch of 10-9s, jack 10. Like, what are you thinking?
Using
could
a sim, if you're playing against a human and you're using a sim to build your strategy, you are retarded.
King queen.
Queen.
Oh, I was right. The king and the queen are the worst two blockers. Very nice.
still an easy call. The jack of hearts is bad, but
Open?
the queen jack is good.
Oh, wow. Well. Rabbit. Ace, king, 3, and you check back?
Well,
Is this good? Against the big blind? It can't be good. Ace high against the big blind around 20-ish. There's no way you ever have a checking range here. Am I wrong? You guys
I
ever
would think
check
not.
it?
You're probably going to check back a little bit of king X, right? So if you have like
We-
king 5 suited with the wheel backdoor here.
Wait,
So like
wait. You don't think it's just a pure range bet with an ace?
no.
It's not black and white.
Am I wrong? 16, it's 20 too big. It's gotta be, no? Wait,
No.
how deep is he? 15, so it's 16, so it's 19 big. It's got 19 big. Like, you'd wanna check queens the most here, right? You'd wanna check.
I was just about to say that.
And then you'd wanna check like pair of threes and like weak king. But 20 big blind effective? Ace on the board?
Yeah.
Against the big
I'd
blind?
prefer to bet, I'd prefer to bet jack and check queens.
I don't think you have a checking range here, is my point.
Oh, at all, even with queens, you're saying?
0% checking.
Okay. Like if I had a choice to pick, I'll say I'd prefer to check queens and bet jacks.
Oh, I'd prefer to check queens as well, but Arturas is so funny with his futile comments in the chat.
Also, Peter, we don't open king 5, and like the way we open here, it's very, very tight. It's like everything is zero EV, non-nuts.
No,
So we open like ace-8 suited, I assume, when it's not clear. On very disconnected board, ace-7 deuce, I will range bet. But like ace-10 deuce, it's not clear anymore. Because we don't have that many aces in that spot. Why are we looking at chip EV? What is this for?
I'm just making sure that I got my things right. Well, okay. I mean, 17%. It's very close, right? And then we kind of figured out exactly the checking range, right?
Yep.
So I mean,
So good check back.
what if we wait? Where is it? Ah, right. What if we custom it at chip EV just for fun? So it's gonna go out fast. Okay, so still the same suspects, right? Queens, jacks, worst kings, the pair of threes, like we said, but still very close to a range bet. And then if we look at, so okay, we are covered, right? We're covered, so we're gonna check even more than the sim, right? So this one around 20 cutoff, big blind, and then there's this guy who has 15. Solution, ICM, FT, short average. And now we're around 20-ish. Just cut off big blind, right? And then we are covered. 25, 27. Only one.
Yeah, at the FT, like pocket jacks look at this board and say, "This is a one street hand. I can either bet the flop and then have to fold river, or I can just check and try and keep him wide, make him bluff, probably get more EV catching bluffs than getting called."
What is this?
Okay.
Anyone calling?
No.
Yeah, I think fold is good. I mean, once you see the hands, it's obvious that you have to shoot strategy, but Without info, I would fold. I don't know. Feels like a bad jump. This king. Pretty sure. Can we fast forward? Seven free is not a raise by the way for some in a small blind. Oh, maybe it is actually. My bad. Oh, well. I fold queen free. Don't see the fold, I think. Romashka has discounted range, but it doesn't mean we can call it. Can we fast forward? Can you give me actual keyboard or what?
Sure.
We are waiting 1 minute.
Give it a try. Is it gonna work?
I don't know where can we click.
We can also wrap it up and save it for part 2, Louis.
We could. Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We're down to the final 5.
All right then.
See you guys.
Here's all.
Oh,
All
I
right.
didn't see how it.